Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Web Solution Master. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's crucial for any serious Next.js developer: mastering authentication tokens. Getting auth right is non-negotiable for building secure and scalable applications. So, if you've ever felt a bit lost in the maze of tokens, cookies, and sessions, you're in the right place. Going to break it all down step by step and turn you into a Next.js Auth Pro. First things first, where do you store your authentication tokens? The answer is secure, HTTP-only cookies. Storing tokens in local storage is a common practice, but it's vulnerable to cross-site scripting or XSS attacks. If a malicious script runs on your site, it can easily access and steal tokens from local storage. By using HTTP-only cookies, you tell the browser that these cookies should only be sent with HTTP requests and cannot be accessed by client-side JavaScript. This simple change massively boosts your security. To make them even more secure, add the secure flag to ensure they're only sent over HTTPS. And the same site attribute, setting it to lax or strict to mitigate cross-site request forgery or CSRF attacks. Now that we've stored our tokens securely, how do we use them to protect our API routes? This is where Next.js Middleware comes in. Middleware allows you to run code before a request is completed. You can create a middleware file that intercepts incoming requests to your API. Inside this middleware, you'll check for the presence and validity of the authentication token stored in the cookie. You'll extract the token, verify its signature using your secret key, and check if it has expired. If the token is valid, you can allow the request to proceed to the API handler. If it's missing or invalid, you can immediately send back a 401 unauthorized response, effectively locking down your API endpoints from unauthenticated access. This centralized approach is clean, efficient, and ensures consistent security across all your protected routes. While building your own auth system from scratch can be a great learning experience, it's also complex and prone to errors. For many projects, a dedicated library is a smarter choice. Enter Next.js, now known as Auth.js. This library is a complete open-source authentication solution for Next.js. It simplifies everything from social logins with providers like Google, GitHub, and Facebook to passwordless authentication and traditional email password flows. NextAuth handles all the heavy lifting of session management, token rotation, and cookie handling for you. Following security best practices right out of the box, setting it up is incredibly straightforward. You define your authentication providers, configure your database adapter if you need one, and wrap your application in the session provider. With just a few lines of code, you get robust, production-ready authentication, saving you tons of development time and potential security headaches. Let's talk about the lifespan of your tokens. It's tempting to issue long-lived tokens for user convenience, but this poses a significant security risk. If a token is compromised, a long expiration time gives an attacker a large window to exploit it. The best practice is to use short-lived access tokens. An access token is what your application uses to access protected resources. These should have a very short lifespan, say 15 minutes. But what happens when it expires? You don't want to force the user to log in again every 15 minutes. That's where refresh tokens come in. Refresh token is a long-lived token that is securely stored and used only to obtain a new access token. When an access token expires, your application silently sends the refresh token to your server, which then issues a new, short-lived access token. This strategy, known as token rotation, provides a seamless user experience while dramatically limiting the potential damage of a stolen access token. Security isn't just about what happens after a user logs in. It starts with the data they provide. Never trust user input. Always validate and sanitize everything that comes from the client side, especially on your authentication routes like login and registration. For example, on your registration form, ensure the email is in a valid format and the password meets your complexity requirements like minimum length and character types.
Out the login form.
Sanitize the inputs to prevent injection attacks. Libraries like Zod or Yup are fantastic for this. They allow you to define a schema for your expected data and will throw an error if the incoming data doesn't match. Implementing rigorous input validation is a fundamental layer of defense that prevents a wide range of vulnerabilities. From SQL injection to unexpected application errors, it's a simple step that hardens your authentication process significantly. Finally, let's connect all this to the latest and greatest in Next.js server components. The new app router architecture fundamentally changes how we can handle authentication. Since server components run exclusively on the server, they can directly and securely access data sources, environment variables, and, you guessed it, authentication cookies. You can create a helper function that reads the auth cookie and verifies the session directly within a server component. This means you can conditionally render UI based on the user's authentication state without any client-side state management. For example, you can fetch user-specific data in a server component and pass it down as props, or render a login button for logged-out users and a user profile for logged-in users. This server-centric approach is not only more secure because sensitive logic never leaves the server, but it's also more performant. It reduces the amount of JavaScript shipped to the client, leading to faster page loads and a better overall user experience. Embracing server components for authentication logic is the future-proof way to build secure apps in Next.js. So, let's do a quick recap. Started by storing our tokens in secure HttpOnly cookies to protect against XSS. We then use middleware to create a centralized guard for our API routes. We looked at how Next.js can abstract away the complexity and provide a production-ready solution. We discussed the importance of using short-lived access tokens with refresh tokens for enhanced security. We emphasized validating all user input to prevent common vulnerabilities. And finally, we saw how server components allow for a more secure and performant way to handle authentication logic. By combining these strategies, you can build a robust, secure, user-friendly authentication system in your Next.js applications. It might seem like a lot, but taking the time to implement these practices will pay off immensely in the long run, protecting both your application and your users. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this comprehensive guide helps you level up your Next.js skills. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content on modern web development. Drop any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. See you in the next one.